Hello everyone, this is Muhammad Imtiaz Alam, and in today's video we're going to talk about the A2 Flyers module listening. So this video is going to be really important. Hopefully you're going to understand the whole aspects of A2 Flyers. Starting with, you can see the official logo, that is CAE, Cambridge Assessment English. Also you can see the center number and the candidate number. Obviously whenever you will give the official CA exam, you will see this type of things. You have to fill up the center number and the candidate number. And this is A2 Flyers. The level is A2 and the exam name is Flyers, and we will start the listening module first. Starting by, you can see the formats, the mark distributions. First of all, basically you will have 20 minutes, and in this 20 minutes you have to give 25 answers. Okay, you will have 20 minutes, you will have 25 questions, and within this 20 minutes you have to give answers of 25 questions. Now you will need a pen or pencil. You can use either pen or pencil. My suggestion is use either pen or pencil, but basically don't mix both. Okay, and in this section you basically gonna write your name. So we are going straight to the main point, starting with part 1. You can see in part 1 there will be 5 questions. Okay, in listening you have to really see these pictures. You can see this is a beautiful picture, well, lots of people doing lots of things. You can see these two young girls, they are riding a bike, and that person, that matured person, is something reading newspaper. That boy is playing football, and these two young ones, they are drinking something. There are some ducks also. So many people are doing many types of things. So basically you will hear the audio, and you have to listen carefully. You can see there are lots of names. You can see Sally, Harry, Jane, William, David, Sarah, Richard. So what you have to do, you will see the picture, you will hear the sounds, and based on your listening you have to match with the names with the activities. You can see you have the instruction, listen and draw lines. There is one example. So basically you will hear the audio, and based on the audio you have to match the name with the activity you are being instructed in the audio. Okay, so these are simple. So you will hear audio, and then you have to match the name with the activity according to the audio. So we are going to the next part 2. Again, you can see there will be 5 questions. Let us read the instruction. Listen and write. There is one example. So you can see there are 5 questions. Basically there are 5 gaps, so you have to fill the gaps. The drill. These are all same drill. You will listen the audio, you have to listen carefully, and based on the audio you have to fill the gaps. Okay, you can see, listen, you have to listen and then write. So there will be 5 gaps, and you have to just fill the gaps. We are going to the next part 3. Again, you can see in this part you will again have 5 questions. So what are these questions? Let us see. Okay, so you can see there are lots of options. There are from A to G. You have many types of pictures, and you have lots of letters under these pictures. Okay, so what you have to do, let us read the questions. Listen and write a letter in each box. There is one example, and you have a question also. Why did Uncle Robert get each of these things? So basically you have to hear the audio, and based on the audio you have to fill these boxes with the letters you have in these areas. You can see there are many options, and in all the options you will see lots of letters. So basically you will hear the audio, and based on the audio you have to fill the gaps with the letters. Remember one thing, don't write any word, you have to write only the letter. Okay, in these areas students usually do lots of wrong things, but you have to be really careful about these things. Whenever you will fill these boxes, you have to fill these boxes with the letters. Okay, so basically you will listen, and you will listen carefully, and based on your listening you have to fill the gaps with the letters. Now we are going to the next part. In listening, in part 4, you will have 5 questions, and these are easy. You can see. Let us read the question. Listen and tick the box. There is one example. So basically, you will when you hear the questions and the answers, there is one question: what was grandma's favorite job? So this is the question. Now you will hear the options, okay, and based on your hearings you have to tick the box. If this picture is correct, then you have to tick the box here. If this picture is correct, then you have to tick the box here. So you will hear the audio, and based on your order you have to tick the correct box, okay. Now there is one important thing. In the audio you will hear all the options. This is not like you will hear only one options, okay. You will hear all these 3 options, but you have to understand which option is correct. So in your examination, in listening test, you will hear all the options, but you have to be really careful about the right options, okay. Then you have to tick the right one. So in this part you can see there will be 5 questions. Each and every question will have 3 options, and you have to listen carefully. All of the options will be in the listening, but you have to choose and you have to listen carefully, and after that you have to choose the correct ones, okay, and then you have to tick the box. Now we are going to the part 5. In this part again you will see there are only 5 questions, and this is the most interesting part. Let us read the question. Listen and color and write. There is one example. So this is easy, First of all, you will listen the audio, and based on your listening you have to color the object that is instructed in the listening, and then you have to write those ones. There are lots of things. You can see there's a lots of people doing lots of things. There is a boat, and this is a boy having bags at the back. There is also a person reading newspaper. This is a girl holding some boxes. So there are lots of people doing lots of things. You have to listen carefully, and based on your listening you have to color, and then you have to write, okay. So these are the modules of A2 Flyers listening. I hope you have understood all the aspects you have. And basically in these types of listening test you have to understand one really important thing, that all the options will be in the listening. So you have to hear all the options, and then you have to choose which one is the correct one. So you have to listen carefully, and based on your listening you have to tick the correct ones, okay. So this is all about the video. I hope that you have understood the A2 Flyers listening modules. In my next video we will discuss more about A2 Flyers. Till then, goodbye, take care.